Woolly and wee Woolly, they are Woodrow Wilson sheep. Woolly and wee Woolly, they are the White House sheep.
Woolly, Woolamina and I have a question. You are the oldest of the three of us, then me, then Woolamina. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
I love the number 3. 3 branches of government, the 3 of us, and 3 ingredients in my favorite food.
What's your favorite food?
Oh, that's easy. Green grass, clover, and more green grass.
Oh, Wilhelmina, you know who must have liked 3? President Wilson, as he had 3 daughters with his wife Ellen.
Hey, 3, just like the 3 of us.
That's right. President Wilson had 3 daughters. Margaret was the oldest, Jessie was the middle daughter, and Eleanor was the youngest. Would you like to learn more about these 3?
Yes.
Now, as we talk, pay close attention and we'll play a guessing game at the end. So let's begin with Margaret. Margaret liked to be alone. Her education began at home, and she was taught by her mother in the early years. Margaret did attend private school, but her true passion was music. She loved to play the piano and sang.
Did she ever perform anywhere for people to hear?
She did make a recording singing the Star-Spangled Banner, our national anthem. This recording helped to raise money for the Red Cross. Margaret supported several causes. She was a huge supporter of women's suffrage.
Oh, I remember reading about women's suffrage, helping women to get the right to vote.
Margaret and her sisters tried to convince their father to do more for suffrage until the 19th Amendment finally passed.
Did Margaret perform anywhere else?
She did perform for soldiers after the Great War. Also, one time while in Connecticut with her mother, she took part in a play to support the conservation of birds.
Did Margaret always live with the family?
No, she did not. After President Wilson died, Margaret moved to New York City. She later moved all the way to India, where she studied and volunteered. Unfortunately, she died in India.
Oh, poor Margaret. She sounds like a very caring young lady.
She was. She stayed with her father after her mother died and performed the duties of the First Lady.
Okay, I am in the middle of us, so what can you tell me about Jessie?
Well, Jessie was very close with her mother. In fact, President Wilson called Mrs. Wilson and Jessie the proper members of the family. After college, Jessie wanted to give back, so she worked at a settlement house in Philadelphia. This is a house that helps the poor with caring for children and educating people so their lives would be better. Like her sisters, she supported women's suffrage.
Did Jessie live in Philadelphia?
No, she lived in the White House and took the train to Philadelphia.
Didn't Jessie get married in the White House?
Yes, she did. Jessie married Francis Sayre in 1913. After their honeymoon, the couple moved to Massachusetts. Jessie gave Woodrow Wilson his first grandchild, a grandson born in the White House in 1915. The couple will have 2 more children, a daughter and a son.
Hey, another 3, just like us.
Yes, indeed. In 1923, the family headed to Siam, which is now called Thailand. Mr. Sayre went there to work. This is where Jessie received word that her father had died.
Oh, poor Jessie. When did the family return?
The family returned in 1924. Jessie continued to help the Democratic Party, but unfortunately, Jessie died in 1933.
Oh, she was so young. Wait, can we talk about the youngest one now? You know, Eleanor, like me?
Certainly. Do you know anything about Eleanor and the Wilson family?
I know Eleanor loved animals, and I love animals too. I remember reading that the family had a white cat named Puffin and a canary. I also remember reading that Nell, as she liked to be called, was closest to her dad.
Correct. My favorite fact about Nell is that she loved to have tea parties as a child. Nell attended a variety of schools and was a very good student. She realized she wanted to be an illustrator or a creator of drawings, so she attended art school in Philadelphia.
Oh, so she was an artist like her mother.
Yes! Another story about Nell is that one time Nell went with 2 friends on a vacation to Mexico. While in Mexico, she became engaged to a young American she met in Mexico. Her parents had not even met him. Eventually, they will meet.
Did Nell have a White House wedding too?
Yes, but not to the man she met in Mexico.
What?
What?
I know. The Wilson family took a trip to Mississippi. and her gentleman from Mexico, also back in the United States, joined them. Yet Mrs. Wilson began to notice that Nell was spending time with a longtime supporter of Wilson's, a man by the name of William Gibbs McAdoo. So there they were, both men and Nell and the family, all in Mississippi. Mrs. Wilson told Nell she had to decide. Nell broke her engagement.
Oh my, who was this McAdoo?
McAdoo will be President Wilson's Secretary of the Treasury. He was 26 years older than Nell, had been married before, and had 7 children. Nell and McAdoo will become engaged and marry in the White House.
What happened next?
In 1918, McAdoo resigned as he wanted a political career of his own, so they moved to California.
Is it a happy ending for Nell?
Well, the marriage did not last, but Nell still stayed in California, where she became an author, writing 3 books. My favorite book is a book about her parents' love letters. Nell lived the longest, not passing away until 1967.
Wow, I learned so much. Now wait a minute, you promised a game. Can our friends at home play too?
They sure can. I will ask a question, and you tell me which daughter it is. Okay, here we go. Which daughter played the piano and sang?
I know, it was Margaret!
Correct. Which daughter was an artist?
Nell, it was Nell.
Correct. Last question. Which daughter worked at the settlement house?
Jessie!
Yes, and you two tied. Tiebreaker question. Who wants ice cream?
Me!
I guess we all win.